Bradford and Avon, home of the wealthy humans of Somerset. If you don't want to live in Bath, you live in Bradford and Avon because it's twice as posh because it's not in Bath, but it looks like Bath. Right?
Yeah, no, but yeah,
It's
totally.
Like, it's Bath outside of Bath.
It's Bath without the bath.
It's Bath without the bath.
It's like a bathroom.
Bath without the tourists, I'd say.
Yeah.
But home to some great brands, and there are two dress agencies in this town, and I feel that reflects in the charity shops.
I was just going to say it's men's and ladies. No, there's actually two different two different like brands of them. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's one, and we occasionally go to both, but we're one main one we go to, which I've left in, and I'll show you the other one as well, but we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, found two Goodrun tank top cardigan things, £7 each, which may seem extreme, but I'm doing really well on Goodrun at the moment, so I've got both.
They're quite of the style of the clothing, if you know what I mean, aren't they?
Yeah, they're super cute.
They can be layered.
I think tank tops are really in anyway. I think they're really like funky, over a shirt, over a dress, over another
How
knit.
about over a shirt open?
Yeah, or that, either or. So pay £7 each for those, and I would expect 35 each back. This was an Oshka knit, and I thought I'd hit the mother load because it's got that ribbed, like, boiled wool thing to it. However, it wasn't boiled wool, it was just shrunk. It was a size medium, which on first inspections it didn't look like it shrunk, but I think it was meant to be oversized because of the sleeves.
Yeah, I agree.
Were like accordions.
Yeah.
It was £7, and I thought I'd done it, but I hadn't.
I also think if you never touch boiled wool, you kind of wouldn't know what we're talking about. But if you ever noticed anything that is boiled wool, it kind of goes tight.
It feels like felted.
It's almost like a felt. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Rather than say like a cashmere or wool or any kind of blend, and you'll be able to tell as soon as you find one which has been shrunk, you'll see what we're talking about.
100%. I found some jeans. These are boyfriend fit jeans from AG. They do have an official name, which I will put here on screen, that I can't say. I'm not going to say it.
Okay, don't do it.
AG jeans.
Okay, fine.
I particularly like to pick up the boyfriend fit and the ones that are a bit baggier because I think they're more on trend at the moment. I was talking to someone about jeans today. I hate jeans. I hate picking up jeans. I hate listing jeans. But I quite like looking for jeans. It's like a weird thing.
I still think there's a lot of skinny jeans, I'm going to say, out there, like slim fit and skinny, which once again, like I know we spoke about, like maybe ideally don't use those wordings because they're very like contemporary of maybe like a few years ago, but there are so many out there which still sell great though.
Yeah. To the cats and the dogs, we don't discriminate. Both cats and dogs are allowed in this charity shop. This one, when it first opens, was amazing, and it hasn't been since. This is a Lock & Co. Hatter's hat. It's a fedora. The condition wasn't there at £35. I am a hat connoisseur, and that one had been fondled a bit too often.
It was very soft, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was soft. That's
when they go soft. It's no good.
We need to shelf them.
Basically, the shape gets lost, and you can't re-steam the shape back in.
No.
Like, this is an equipment silk shirt.
I actually thought this was really groovy.
Was it silk? Yeah.
Yeah, 100% silk. The problem is it was on their specialist rail. I would much prefer it if it was on their other rail, but I thought I'd leave the footage in and show you what was on the specialist rail.
Some items are really nice and not bad for the money if you're buying for yourself. Some items are absolute madness.
So it was actually only £18, and I do get about 70 back, but that's not my profit margin, guys and girls. This was Alice and Olivia. I love picking up Alice and Olivia, a favourite among the Kardashians. This was £35, but I didn't think it was very contemporary.
Those funky looking leggings, gym leggings or yoga leggings were Lululemon as well, the greeny kind of turquoisey colour. And I think they were 20 something.
20 something. They were nice. They didn't know what size they are because their size tag has been removed. I did spot this in the cabinet though. This is a Thierry Mugler necklace. It's sort of like a Medusa head, I would say. However, £40 is about the money for it, what they are going for on Vestiaire, etc. As it was a VIP sort of what would you call it?
Gift.
I don't like to say free gift because it's with purchase, so technically you have to pay to
No,
get it.
You don't go past the store and they throw them at you or anything.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You do. But once again, I think some VIP gifts can go for a lot of money. Yeah. That wasn't. The thing is, Mugler is known for kind of some quite heavyweight jewellery pieces.
Yeah.
So that if that had been kind of full line or you'd paid for it, it would have been a lot of money.
This was a Valentino.
It's vintage.
I will go through Valentino with you guys soon because I've seen a lot of questions about the different Valentinos. There's only one Valentino, and there are other Valentinos.
That has also like a lot of kind of what do you call them? Diffusion brands.
There is a diffusion brand, I guess. It's red, is their
Yeah.
diffusion line, right? Anyway, but there's some other brands that use Valentino because it's just a last name.
As their trademark. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that blazer was £65, which is for a free button. Not what we're looking to pay. But it was a nice tweed. If that was a lower price, I probably would have considered.
It was a strong jacket. It was a lovely jacket. But once again, like, I think the fact it was 3-button, and not so much just 3-button, but the style, the colour, it's not very, in any way, shape or form, not contemporary or could be worn in a contemporary way.
And there is like a difference between classic and dated.
Yeah, like old-fashioned looking.
Yeah, talking of dated, this is quite a dated design from Hugo Boss by Hugo Boss.
100%. It's also very, very faded. It's just used, abused, and generally, kicked down the hill.
Kicked down the hill.
Yep.
You just referred to an item as kicked.
It looked like someone kicked it down the hill, yeah.
Lululemon. This was a men's piece of Lululemon. I love picking up men's Lululemon.
We actually picked up a piece, didn't we?
Yeah, we picked up a shirt the other day. This is £36, which I wouldn't pay.
This was £36, yeah.
It had a little fade to it.
It did.
However, it was on their specialist rail. However, I love picking up men's Lululemon. Men's Lululemon is elite in terms of resale. It just sells so much better than ladies. I guess because it's harder to find.
This is like walking on the beach with a cigar in your hand and some swim shorts.
Vibes, right?
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Hugo Boss. Not into Hugo Boss as a brand, personally.
But
However,
that's a vibe of a shirt.
That was a vibe.
I think you say that you're not into the brand personally. Like, I think a lot of the Hugo Boss stuff, I'm just going to throw it there, it's boring.
Yeah, it's overproduced as well.
Like,
It's mass-produced.
it is mass produced now. But I'm saying it's like, I'm not saying there's not good quality stuff, but it's just, it's not fashion.
No. We were looking at these jeans for a little bit. Well, Austin wasn't, and he called me over and hivered me across. These are
Come hither.
Zenga. We love picking
These
up
are
Zenga.
Z by Zeng or Z by Zenga.
Z by Zenga, which is like their sportswear brand. It's like, no, it's like casual wear, isn't it? They were actually reasonably good prices. One was 25 and one was 10.
The one which was 10 was they had some issues fading or
distressing.
Oh no, they were. I take it back. They were like the cuffs and stuff were done for.
Okay.
They were like distressed. They were like they needed help. You know what I mean?
Okay. But what I actually pointed out to Austin, and sometimes you have to remember what town you're in. So we know for a fact this town has 2 dress agencies, and I know for a fact that they have a men's dress agency as well, which gets a lot of Zenga jeans.
I don't know why, but it does.
Yeah, I don't know why. And they tend to list their jeans in there about £10. So you have to weigh that up in, I know it's like price comparison in your...
Cheaper than a charity shop. Think about that.
Yeah, 100%. The dress agency in this town, for anyone who's local or visiting, the menswear one is cheaper than the charity shops.
Yeah.
Fact. But you've got to get in on the right day to get the right, find the right things and get the right bargains at the end of the day.
It's the same as a charity shop in as much as you don't know what they're going to have in there. You don't know who's come through the door and dropped some clothes off. So to be honest with you, to be like, there's no point being kind of, closed or say, kind of not mention these places. Like everyone should go. Everyone should get bargains. It's fun. It's great. If you're buying them for yourself, if you're going to resell, like that's the whole point of a community, surely.
100%. And everything changes daily. Like people get new stuff in, people drop new stuff off.
That's what you said. Yeah, literally. You don't know who's going to drop it through the door next with whatever.
There is a mulberry clutch for any eagle-eyed people in that cabinet, but it has got patent disease, which is where the patent marks and you cannot get it off. This is a Le Creuset volcanic mug, £3.
Just to clarify, patent disease isn't an actual thing. Basically means sometimes the patent leather will get kind of contaminated colour-wise or colour-wear from another item, and you can't clean it. It's not an actual disease. No one needs to panic. No,
it's like a
you
rash.
Can't get anything from a patent leather.
It's like a leather rash.
Yeah, but it's leather on leather. It's not it's not a human problem.
This was an older quilted jacket.
It was indeed.
Barber.
They do really well, those jackets.
Less than lower price point because the retail's lower.
Exactly that. You can buy them I think even now they're not much more than about £80 or £90.
Yeah.
Which obviously I'm not saying that's necessarily cheap, but for a coat,
yes,
like you can pay that much in. I don't know. Most high street places you can pay nearly £100 for a coat now.
Arquette, £6.50, heavyweight sweater, woo.
Yeah, good condition too.
Yeah, it's just nice.
I don't know what the woo was about.
It's not men's. It's like a sweater dress.
It is indeed.
Even though it's
I was going to say that's a real long line, shall we say?
Yeah, strange. Like
this was cool as well. This is Finstère.
Finish there.
Yeah, why bother? Anyway, it's a basic t-shirt, but it's really cool. Great brand, always sells quickly, and it was £3.50, £2.50?
£3.50. I would expect like 25-30 baht for the t-shirt. I would expect about 40 baht for the jumper. This was a Lulu Guinness purse. It was newer tags, £5.50. Always pick up Lulu Guinness at the right price. I have been known to sell it quite reasonably.
Yeah.
Doesn't set the world alight, but if you get the hard lip clutches, those are the ones that had obviously suffered at the hands of a charity shop donation bag. And although newer tags, she has some significant marking to her complexion, shall we say.
Definitely I would say her facial regions had been slightly altered.
Gouged.
Oh, God.
Gouged.
Anyway, a gouged face. No.
So on to the men's dress agency. I don't know what men's dress agency is called.
Do you know, I'm gonna say this out loud.
Nice dog.
Yeah. Every time I go into this store, a different person's behind the desk.
No.
Yes. Had you seen the chap behind the desk today before in the store?
Yes, I had seen him once before.
Where? Oh, you're telling lies.
Shop.
No
I've seen
way.
him down the pub. We had a drink. His name's Barry.
No,
What do you mean?
You have not seen this man.
I've seen him once.
No. Okay.
He's nice because that one doesn't talk to you, whereas the other one talks to you.
I do appreciate he doesn't talk to me whilst I shop.
Yeah. So this is the men's consignment shop. We'll say that. This is a men's consignment shop. You do have to hunt. It's like a charity shop. No offense.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Yeah,
it's like a charity shop, but not for charity.
I feel like if the person who owns the shop is listening and takes offence, that I'm afraid like that's just how it is. It looks tidier than a charity shop, but the reality is the quality and the way things are laid out is charity shop-esque.
Well, it's not. Yeah,
it is. I'm not being harsh. It's just fact, isn't it? Just look.
It's hard to like. I don't know. We used to have obviously brick and mortars in which we sold pre-owned goods, and we basically strove every day so it looked full retail. I don't
think there's a problem with being honest though. I'm saying like this section looks great. Like the denim section looks amazing. Instantly, it's different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Senga.
I'm just saying.
These were Zenga jeans. These were £10. These had condition issues.
Yeah, that was really funny because I was like, she was like, put them back before, not these ones, the ones in the charity shop, because they'll have some Zenga. They did, and they all sucked.
They didn't suck. I mean, they just weren't the best.
Did we buy any?
No.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Austin did fondle those ones. What were those, Ralph?
No, I thought they were denim supply. They weren't.
Okay, fine. They did have these. These were Versace jeans couture, were they?
Yeah.
Yep. Which I do actually love picking up these jeans. The only thing I would say about these jeans is men's sizes that they come up very small. So if you get a small waist, they're gonna be tiny, tiny, tiny humans.
I also not like that was a proper Y2K kind of black on black pinstripe. Mm-hmm. So not a vibe. Not
a vibe.
No, not at all.
Oh.
Not for the person who's going to buy that cut of jean. If you're talking about an oversized boot cut, which would be very Y2K, you know what I mean, or maybe like a something with kind of a chunkier kind of shoe, fine. Those weren't working with that. They were like almost like a slim version then.
Times are changing. Times are changing for men's jeans.
Oh God.
They're getting baggy again though. Like
they are. No, I agree, but I'm saying they weren't.
Tods. Look
Talk
at
to
the heel
me.
on these bad boys.
Do you know? I can't even talk to you. No one will know what I'm talking about. Your hat looked like it was floating. I'm just saying. These heels. I'm not even going to say this. These heels. Have you ever seen Michael Jackson when he like leans forward in Smooth Criminal thing? He had special made shoes for that whole thing, right? Okay, I'll put a picture by here. Those soles of those shoes remind me of the thing which kind of locks into the stage. Okay. Just saying.
Maybe they are Michael Jackson's lost shoes.
Why are they going to be like that?
I'm just saying, they might be.
And they end up in Somerset.
Todd's £25. These were actually bargainers.
They're lovely.
I personally prefer to pick up a driving shoe from Todd's.
Well, yeah. That's like a loafer / driving shoe.
Yeah, it is.
But you're right. It's not the bobbled bottom we're used to.
Mm-hmm. I feel strongly about a bobbled bottom Todd's shoe.
You are off it tonight. You are. I can't even continue with you anymore.
Why? In what sense?
Just take the shoes and shush. Let me look at this knockoff jacket.
Yeah, Austin, you tell the folks at home about that.
So, I can't even start. Right, so this jacket is on a Balmain inverted commas hanger. Which makes you think, oh, look there, that's what's on a hanger. A knockoff would never be on a hanger.
It's authentic hanger.
The hanger is 100% legit. The jacket is not. The jacket had one label, which was on top of a leather tab, as you can see in the centre of the jacket, which was way off. The label was wrong. The stitching was wrong. All the buttons had no Balmain marking. Any of the pockets had no size tags or anything else. There's one wash label or care label which has no identifying features for Balmain. It's just not a Balmain jacket. It just has a label in it, and they put a hanger in it. I'm not necessarily saying the people who own the shop have done that. Whoever's brought it in has done that.
Yeah.
Also, this was supposedly leather, and it wasn't leather.
This was of the time, though, when they were really doing this, like this whole big oversized leather jacket. And you saw a lot of Calvin Klein counterfeits around this time.
Yeah, good point.
It's like a 90s...
It was like the first dip into proper quality fakes, if you want, you know?
Yeah. Like, you wanted a good quality leather coat.
There you go.
And then you wanted a brand name in it as
well.
Yeah.
Because for a while, leather jackets, like full leather jackets, they would be kind of not non-branded, but they weren't brands you'd heard of.
Yeah, very market store vibes.
Exactly that. Yeah. Or department stores if you have a little bit more cash.
Yeah. So this is a pair of shoes. Now I'm going to put the brand. I'm going to put
shoes.
I'm going to put the brand in now because there's no way on God's green earth that I am saying that name. You want to have a go?
They're bike shoes.
These are shoes for riding your bike, but then also going to the pub.
So they got like a 3M stripe on the back. They are handmade, I believe, or handcrafted at least.
Yeah, they're numbered.
And they're numbered inside. I probably don't get a shot of that because I'm a moron. But these were numbered. They're numbered by hand. And
you can see by the shape there, they sort of look like ballerina shoes.
Yeah, like they dip down at the front or vice versa.
Anyway, they were £10, which they really missed the mark on these bad boys. So there's a brown pair listed. These are new. These haven't been worn, have they?
No.
They haven't got box, obviously. But there is a pair in brown listed with their box. I give you that only. And they're listed for £250.
Shocker.
Also found this Universal Works shirt, and as it turns out, because I've done some research, is this like patchwork is their thing.
Oh,
so
right,
they make like utility chillwear.
I know Universal works. I
clothes.
did know that was their thing. Okay, fair enough.
So I would call this a geometric patchwork. It's in a very fine corduroy, like where it's all over.
It's almost
Velcro.
like I was just going to say it's almost like Velcro. Like anything sticks to it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and I've listed that one for 65. If you get the actual denim ones, they go for a bit more, 85. Paid £8, by the way. Wanted to show you in the window of this dress agency. This is the one we go in mainly for personal buys as opposed to resale because the prices are higher. I'm not gonna
they are.
dance around
but
it.
they also have better things, I'll be honest.
They do have better things. I do think their prices are very much inflated, and I wouldn't necessarily go in there for resale, but it's a great opportunity to learn brands, and that's what I wanted to show you. We take a look in the window, you can see Cartier, Cutler and Cross, you can see Alexander McQueen. You can get an idea of what these brands are producing.
They carry Burberry, they carry Gucci, they carry anything you can imagine.
The quality, pick up different eras of the brands, and you can see the different variants of quality and condition, etc, etc, etc. However, be warned, dress agencies don't always get it right, and they can have counterfeit goods in them.
This is the second one, dress agency, and I just spotted a pair of Prada sunglasses in the window for £15.
£15. They're a classic pair of like plastic frame wraparound doodahs. To be honest with you, the case alone would sell for 25. So you're never going to lose out. Let's just say that.
That's a really good point. Like we pick up case all the time, and you laugh when I do. But to be honest with you, half the time, Prada's next level, I know. But even like we picked up a polo one the other day. You get £10-15 for that case on its own. So yeah, I mean, you're not going to regret that purchase as long as they're authentic, which obviously these are. Goodbye. They're actually really cool style as well. Actually, very now.
The wraparounds are very in fashion. That Y2K vibey vibes. I would list them for about $150. We did take those. We handed them back to hold. Found this cabbages and roses knit. Paid £15. It's
take it.
Incredibly oversized, 100% cotton, heavyweight, Dabby Toozy.
That was Ludo Guinness as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was fun. She doesn't make a lot of clothes.
But it was teeny weeny.
Teeny weeny.
Yep.
Teeny weeny. I just don't think she's known that greatly in the market for clothing.
And I also think if you're into that kind of thing, because it's quite what's the
niche.
word? Yeah, quite niche. I think clothing is quite an extension of that brand. I'm just not sure if it's the one.
And some more cabbages and roses. This is a wool.
You see how quickly I took that off?
It's not A-line. It's like fit and flare. I don't know.
It's so nice.
It's got the double button.
It's double-breasted, basically.
Yeah, double-breasted,
but not.
Listed that for $125. There are a couple of those listed, but in smaller sizes than ours. So I'm hopeful.
What size were it? 12, 14?
It was a size 12 bit because it was sat low on the waist. It was quite generous, you know.
Cool.
Depends where you want it to sit, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. I was also looking at a Resell skirt shirt that we only get a quick glimpse of. This is the Resell bandana shirt with a pussy bow.
It's new with tags.
New with tags, £22.
Wowzers.
Retail would have been about 200 off the top of my head. I've listed that one for 120.
As you can see in this shop, just to let you know as well, it's quite tight. Look at garage space.
Busy as well.
So to try and show you everything, and this is a little bit different to a charity shop.
Austin also found another Cabbage and Roses dress, a more classic
Navy?
sort of like midi dress, like aprony. That was 18. And I had a high tech. By Claire Campbell. It was like a shirt dip hem. Oh, it was fabulous.
It's amazing.
And that turned out to be new with tags also. They had a lot of M in this shop if you're interested in M, and the prices were very good, but we were racking up a hefty bill.
I appreciate those lights. I'm just going to say that to the left of the screen. Just like just keep watching them. If nothing else, just keep watching those, because that is a show in itself.
Do you think having them so close to an electrical socket is an issue there?
I mean, like, I'll be honest, if that shop goes up, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You know?
She, the nice lady let me have a rummage through the bags that had just come in. I found these Bora shoes.
Metallic Bora.
Yeah, they're super cool. They were a very small size, so they were size 3. And they also, the lady obviously had a taste level, because they were Russell and Bromley in gold as well.
Like a metallic shoe, that lady, didn't she?
Yeah, I like to think she was going to a metallic party.
I love how you're just kind of passing stuff on. Let's buy that. How much is that? At this point, these have been dropped off, mind you. They're not this one. The one before had been dropped off. And Bethany was just like, we'll take it. We'll take it. So
these were organic, basically. This is old label, so we decided against this. But these trousers were old label, but new with tags, so we decided for them. So those were 18, new with tags. And then I got the other Ganni top as well for 18. This was 15, but I decided against it because it was old label.
And it wasn't necessarily a bad buy. It was actually a good buy. But we picked up a lot in this store.
Yes. So we will do a haul in a company in this video, so you can see exactly what we picked up, because I know it was a bit here, there, and everywhere.
Specifically the last half,
fast pace, etc. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.